Yeah, sure. We were just starting to talk about that on gun policy. The first thing we have to do is make sure that the laws that are on the books that are designed to keep guns out of the hands of people that shouldn't have them are working properly. And frankly, we've identified a number of flaws and loopholes where people were falling through the cracks. And you can look at some very high-profile tragic shootings from Charleston, the Sutherland Springs shooter, even the Parkland shooting. They should not have had guns in their hands if current laws were working. So one of the things we did is passed a bill just a few months ago called the Fix NICS bill. It's a bill Rodney and I both voted for to start making the background check system work, and actually where a lot of local governments weren't including mental health issues, weren't including criminal convictions that would have prevented somebody from buying a gun legally, those were not getting fed into the system. We passed a law to start putting that data in the system so that the people that shouldn't have guns don't get guns. And that's what we really need to keep working on. There's a lot more that needs to be done. The Department of Homeland Security and the FBI and Justice Department are working to go online and look more for where they're recruiting people. And there's a lot of domestic terrorists that are being recruited online to go and root that out and identify people before they become mass shooters. Keep in mind, the Parkland shooter told people in his school and online, said that he wanted to be a professional school shooter. Those were his words. The FBI had that information long before the shooting, chose not to pursue it. I want to know who's been held accountable at the FBI for dropping that ball that cost lives. Those are the kind of things we need to root out, where laws aren't working properly to keep guns out of the hands of people who shouldn't have them, so we can stop the next shooting before it happens. Keep in mind, when you look at the two shootings, the tragic shootings in El Paso and in Dayton, Ohio, both of those shooters would have still been able to get a gun under Speaker Pelosi's bill. The background checks were passed by both of them. Her bill doesn't change that, but the dangerous thing that Speaker Pelosi's bill does, that's why we opposed it, is it actually makes it harder for law-abiding citizens to loan their gun to a friend. If you, for example, know that your neighbor is about to be beaten up by her boyfriend, she calls you and says, I don't have a gun, my neighbor, my ex-boyfriend said he's going to come and beat me up tonight, can I borrow your gun? Under Pelosi's bill, she would have to wait up to 20 days to legally buy a gun, and if the neighbor loaned her the gun, that neighbor could go to jail for up to a year. That's not reforming the laws. Frankly, it's making it more dangerous. And again, under Speaker Pelosi's bill, if it were to be law today, El Paso and Dayton still would have happened because her bill wouldn't have blocked them from buying a gun.